Namaskar, I am Anubhav Ranjan and you're watching Ritam. These days, a term frequently appears in the media, whether it's mainstream or social media, and the term is urban Naxalism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the 2022 Gujarat election mentioned that urban Naxals are trying to infiltrate Gujarat. He also noted that the mindset of urban Naxalism poses significant obstacles to the success of development projects in the state. So who are these urban Naxals and how are they jeopardizing the nation's security and development? You're watching special program by Ritam called Ritam Explainer. Today's topic of discussion is urban Naxalism. Naxalism is a term for radical leftist or communist rebellion that seeks to overthrow established systems through weapons, mass movements, and strategic alliances. Originating in West Bengal in the 1960s, Naxalism is inspired by Maoist or leftist extremist ideology. In 2009, the Ministry of Home Affairs banned the Communist Party of India, Maoist, under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act (UAPA). Due to Naxalism, leftist extremists have killed over 25,000 people in India. Naxals operating in regions across Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, and Maharashtra show no hesitation in killing innocent tribal people whom they claim to be fighting for. Indian security forces, police, their outposts, and government officials are often targeted by Naxalites. Their methods include setting landmines for army and police trucks, kidnapping civilians, launching guerrilla attacks against merchants, politicians, and security forces, and creating a climate of fear to establish a parallel regime in their areas of influence. The notion of overthrowing established systems through arms, mass movements, and strategic alliances is not limited to certain backward regions of the country. It has been observed that individuals influenced by leftist or Naxalite ideology are active in cities in various fields like education, colleges, universities, research, bureaucracy, business, entertainment, NGOs, and even at times institutions like the police. These individuals provide ideological support and mental and financial aid to the movement. These Naxal supporters, often intellectuals, not only turn educated youth into sleeper cells for anti-government activities, but also run campaigns to justify the acts of terror committed by Naxalites. They damage India's image globally by portraying the system as corrupt. In 2004, a document by the Communist Party of India, Maoist, named Urban Perspective emerged. It detailed a strategy for building urban leadership, connecting educated individuals to help present the movement on an international platform to seek support and funding from hostile nations. The reality is that in many Indian cities, there are well-known figures sympathetic to anti-national elements. These individuals advocate for the rights of extremists and terrorists under the guise of human rights. They signed mercy petitions against the death penalty for Ajmal Kasab, the Mumbai attack terrorist, and protested for clemency for Afzal Guru, the mastermind behind the parliament attack. The list of mercy petition signatories include lawyers, editors, senior journalists, social activists, PhD students, professors, filmmakers, historians, economists, and other professionals. Influential figures like Harish Mandar, a former member of Sonia Gandhi's National Advisory Council, are also among them. These same individuals defame India nationally and internationally by calling the execution of Afzal Guru a blemish on Indian democracy. Many social activists supported by foreign funding operate on an anti-government or against the national interest agenda set by domestic and foreign agencies pretending to be reformers. They oppose developmental projects such as bridges, dams, and power or nuclear energy initiatives in India. Such individuals have been labelled by some as urban Naxals, a term reportedly first used by Vivek Agnihotri, director of films like The Tashkent Files and The Kashmir Files. In essence, urban Naxals are typically well-educated individuals with influence in society, education, media, governance, and law. They enjoy significant reach across society and receive instant support from influential people who lend them credibility, thus facilitating their success. The primary objective of these urban Naxals is to destabilize the state and nation, propagate Maoist ideologies, and incite young people, particularly students, against the government. Police have arrested individuals involved in Naxal activities from various parts of the country. Some have been in prison and some cases are ongoing. In January 2018, violence erupted near Pune's Bhima Koregaon. During the anniversary gathering of a historic battle, thousands of Dalits were involved in a violent clash, which revealed important findings. Further investigations implicated several leftists and sympathizers, including writers, journalists, teachers and professionals from various fields as involved in the violence. Dr. Binayak Sen from West Bengal was sentenced to life for aiding Naxals but is currently out on bail. He was initially a Congress party member and is now affiliated with the Aam Aadmi Party. Student leader Umar Khalid celebrated Naxal successes in JNU. Prominent Naxal, Podium Panda, exposed the involvement of Delhi University and JNU professors including Delhi University Professor Nandini Sundar and JNU professors Archana Prasad and Gautam Davlakha. Urban Naxals use various tactics to spread Maoist ideology, with discontented or unemployed youth being easy targets. They create provocative content, hold discussions, interviews, and seminars to portray the Maoist movement as a noble struggle. These urban Naxals mainly strive to weaken India's political and social fabric, convincing the poor and innocent that the government is an adversary. By exploiting caste, religion, language, income, class, and region, they incite youth to join armed Maoist groups in rural areas. Investigations have revealed that social organizations, student bodies, and NGOs play an active role in this recruitment. They operate within universities and colleges, exploiting students' idealism and vulnerabilities. Recent NIA raids aimed at dismantling the urban Naxal network in cities mark a significant step, but it's not enough. Parents, teachers, and community leaders need to recognize the signs and threats posed by these traitors to counter Naxalism and urban Naxalism. Over the last decade, government efforts have curtailed Naxalism and urban Naxalism, with prominent leaders and student activists arrested, weakening the movement. Before the current Modi government, around 150 cities across 15 states were affected by Naxalism in 2010. Now the impact is limited to about only 40 cities. People are now aware that urban Naxalism does not represent sympathy for society's victims, but rather compromises enemies of the nation, aiming to dismantle our social fabric. Today, it is essential to expose these chameleon-like reformers and exclude them from society. Showing their leniency toward traitors can be detrimental to the country. Jai Hind.